Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the power of letting go and the beauty of learning to be happy alone. One of the greatest lessons in life is the value of self-reliance. You see, many people spend their lives dependent on others for their sense of happiness and fulfillment. But I'm here to tell you, your happiness should never be tied to another person, their opinions, or their presence in your life. Self-reliance means cultivating the strength within yourself to stand tall, even when no one else is by your side. Sometimes, we hold on to people who have become a weight around our ankles, slowing us down, keeping us from reaching our full potential. It may be difficult, but letting go of such relationships is vital for growth. When you let go of the things that no longer serve you, it creates space for the new, the better, and the transformative to enter your life. Now let's talk about happiness from within. If your happiness depends on someone else being around, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. True happiness comes from understanding who you are, what you stand for, and being at peace with your own company. Yeah. Happiness is an inside job. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll unlock the true joy that exists within you. Solitude isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you discover the freedom of being content without external validation. Solitude gives you the chance to reconnect with your own desires, goals, and passions. It gives you space to think clearly and dream big. Instead of loneliness, look at solitude as a time of renewal and self-discovery. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Often, the discomfort of being alone is exactly what we need to push ourselves to the next level. Without distractions or dependence on others, you're forced to confront your fears, doubts, and weaknesses head on. And in that process, you grow stronger, wiser, and more confident in your ability to handle life's challenges. When you let them go, you'll realize something extraordinary, new opportunities will begin to unfold. Whether it's healthier relationships, better career prospects, or simply peace of mind, letting go of the wrong things makes room for the right things to enter your life. Let them go. Learn to be happy alone. Because the moment you stop looking outside of yourself for fulfillment is the moment you truly start living. Be your own greatest ally, your own greatest source of happiness. Watch how life rewards you for it. Self-reliance is one of the most empowering qualities a person can develop, and it is essential for living a fulfilled, successful life. Many of us are conditioned to believe that happiness, support, or even our sense of identity depends on other people. We seek validation from relationships, approval from peers, or emotional security from loved ones. While companionship and social connections are important, relying on others for our sense of self or well-being is a fragile foundation upon which to build our lives. The idea of self-reliance means that you take responsibility for your own life, happiness, and success. It doesn't mean you isolate yourself or refuse help from others, but rather that you learn to stand on your own 2 feet and make decisions based on your own values, goals, and inner strength. Developing self-reliance is a journey that involves cultivating a mindset of independence and resilience. When you are self-reliant, you can handle challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties without being overly dependent on others for emotional support or direction. One of the key aspects of self-reliance is taking ownership of your life. Too often, people live according to other people's expectations, and they let their decisions be swayed by what others think or want. Self-reliance, however, requires that you step into the driver's seat of your own life. You need to decide what's important to you and pursue it with conviction. When you take responsibility for your choices, you also accept the consequences that come with them, both good and bad. This ownership leads to personal growth because every decision, whether it leads to success or failure, teaches you something valuable. Another element of self-reliance is emotional independence. This does not mean you suppress your emotions or detach from others, but rather that you don't let your emotional state be dictated by external circumstances or people. For instance, if you rely on someone else to always make you happy, you are giving them control over your emotional well-being. If they disappoint you or leave your life, your happiness crumbles. Emotional independence involves developing the ability to regulate your emotions, understanding that your feelings are valid, and realizing that you are responsible for them. You can share your feelings with others, but you are not dependent on them to feel whole or at peace. In developing self-reliance, it's important to foster problem-solving skills. Life is full of challenges, and when you rely on others to constantly solve your problems, you miss out on an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. Learning to address issues on your own builds confidence and self-esteem. You start to realize that no matter what comes your way, you have the tools to handle it. This doesn't mean you should never seek advice or help from others, but the first step should always be asking yourself, what can I do to solve this, taking initiative and relying on your own abilities, rather than immediately seeking someone else's assistance, is a key to self-reliance. Another critical aspect is financial independence. In today's world, it's common to hear about people being financially dependent on someone else, whether it's a spouse, family member, or friend. While financial support can be necessary in some situations, true self-reliance involves striving to be financially independent. When you control your financial situation, you control your life. You are free to make decisions based on what you value, rather than being constrained by the need to rely on someone else's resources. Financial independence also brings a sense of freedom and security, allowing you to make choices that align with your goals and dreams. Self-reliance also extends to the development of inner strength. Life can be unpredictable, and there will be moments when you face adversity. When you rely on your own resilience and mental fortitude, you become better equipped to navigate life's ups and downs. Instead of collapsing under pressure or waiting for someone else to save you, you develop the ability to push forward, even when things get tough. This inner strength is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Over time, you build a deep sense of trust in your own capacity to overcome challenges. Perhaps one of the most rewarding outcomes of self-reliance is the confidence it gives you. When you know that you are capable of handling your own life, your confidence grows. You walk with a sense of assurance, not because you know everything or have all the answers, but because you trust yourself to figure it out. Self-reliance gives you the freedom to make bold choices, take risks, and chase your dreams without constantly looking over your shoulder for someone else's approval or support. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you have the strength and ability to move forward. In conclusion, self-reliance is a powerful and essential quality that allows you to live life on your own terms. It gives you the freedom to be true to yourself, the strength to face challenges head-on, and the confidence to trust in your own abilities. When you cultivate self-reliance, you discover that everything you need to succeed and be happy is already within you. Letting go is one of the most difficult yet transformative actions you can take in life. We often hold on to people, situations, or habits that no longer serve us out of fear, comfort, or the belief that we need them to be happy. However, the reality is that holding on to the wrong things or people can keep you stuck in a cycle of stagnation and unhappiness. Learning to let go is essential for personal growth, emotional freedom, and the ability to create a better future for yourself. One of the main reasons people struggle to let go is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of being alone, or fear of losing something they believe is necessary for their happiness. However, clinging to what no longer serves you out of fear only creates a false sense of security. It prevents you from exploring new opportunities and limits your potential. Letting go requires you to trust that something better is possible, even if you can't see it yet. It means believing that by releasing what is holding you back, you are making room for something more aligned with your growth and happiness. Another challenge with letting go is the comfort of familiarity. Humans are creatures of habit, and we often gravitate toward what feels familiar, even if it's not good for us. Whether it's a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or a limiting mindset, we stay because it's what we know. The idea of stepping into something new feels risky, so we stay in situations that don't allow us to grow. However, growth only happens when we step outside our comfort zone. Letting go of what's familiar, though uncomfortable, is a necessary part of moving forward. It's about trusting that the discomfort of change will lead to greater fulfillment in the long run. Relationships are one of the most common areas where people find it hard to let go. You may hold on to someone who is no longer good for you, whether it's a friendship, romantic relationship, or even a family member. Perhaps they once brought joy or comfort, but over time the relationship has become unhealthy, draining, or even toxic. It can be hard to admit when a relationship is no longer serving your best interests. especially if there's a deep emotional attachment. But holding on to someone who doesn't support your growth or well-being will only hinder your progress. Letting go of unhealthy relationships creates space for better ones to enter your life, relationships that are based on mutual respect, support, and shared growth. Letting go also applies to past experiences and emotional baggage. Many people carry the weight of past mistakes, regrets, or unresolved issues with them throughout their lives. This emotional baggage can weigh you down, keeping you from living fully in the present and preventing you from pursuing new opportunities. Holding on to guilt, resentment, or anger only keeps you stuck in the past, unable to move forward. Learning to let go of these emotions doesn't mean forgetting or denying your experiences. Rather, it means accepting them, learning from them, and then releasing them so that they no longer control your present or your future. When you let go of the emotional baggage of the past, you free yourself to live more fully and intentionally in the present. In addition to relationships and emotions, letting go can also mean releasing limiting beliefs and self-imposed barriers. Many of us hold on to beliefs about ourselves that limit what we think we can achieve. Whether it's a belief that you're not good enough, not capable, or not deserving of success, these mental barriers can keep you stuck in patterns of mediocrity. Letting go of limiting beliefs requires you to challenge the stories you've told yourself and replace them with new, empowering ones. It's about recognizing that you are capable of much more than you've allowed yourself to believe, and that the only thing truly holding you back is your own mindset. Letting go is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, you will continually encounter situations, people, and beliefs that no longer serve you. Each time, you will have to make the conscious choice to release what is holding you back in order to move forward. This process requires courage, trust, and self-awareness. It's about being honest with yourself about what is and isn't working in your life and having the strength to let go of anything that is standing in the way of your growth and happiness. In the end, letting go is an act of self-love and self-respect. It is about valuing yourself enough to walk away from what no longer serves you and trusting that, by doing so, you are making space for something better. It's about choosing to prioritize your own growth and happiness over the comfort of familiarity or the fear of the unknown. When you let go, you open yourself up to new possibilities, new experiences, and a brighter future. And ultimately, letting go allows you to live a life that is fully aligned with who you are and who you are becoming. Understanding the difference between solitude and loneliness is crucial for fostering a happy and fulfilling life. While many people view being alone as a negative experience, it can actually be one of the most enriching and empowering aspects of life. The distinction lies not in the state of being alone, but in the mindset and attitude you adopt when faced with solitude. Embracing solitude allows for personal growth, self-discovery, and emotional well-being, while succumbing to loneliness can lead to feelings of despair and a lack of fulfillment. Solitude offers an opportunity for introspection, allowing you to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without external distractions. In today's fast-paced world, we are often bombarded by noise, information, and constant social interaction. This can make it difficult to hear our own thoughts and understand our emotions. Taking time for solitude enables you to connect with yourself on a deeper level. It provides the space to explore your beliefs, values, and desires, fostering self-awareness. When you understand yourself better, you can make more informed decisions that align with your true self, rather than simply reacting to external pressures or societal expectations. Solitude allows for creativity to flourish. Many great artists, writers, and thinkers throughout history have credited their best work to periods of solitude. When you remove distractions and immerse yourself in your thoughts, you create an environment conducive to innovation and creativity. It's in these quiet moments that ideas can flow and inspiration can strike. Whether you're engaging in a creative pursuit or simply brainstorming solutions to life's challenges, solitude can be a powerful catalyst for new insights and perspectives. In addition to fostering creativity, solitude can enhance your emotional resilience. When you learn to be comfortable in your own company, you build a strong sense of self-reliance. This independence from the need for constant social interaction helps you develop coping mechanisms for when life gets tough. You realize that you can find joy, fulfillment, and peace within yourself rather than relying on others to provide it for you. This emotional resilience makes you better equipped to handle the ups and downs of life, as you learn that your happiness does not depend solely on external validation or companionship. On the other hand, loneliness can feel isolating and detrimental to mental health. It often arises from a lack of meaningful connections or a feeling of disconnection from the world around you. While solitude can be a choice, loneliness is often experienced as a state of despair and yearning for connection. The key difference is that solitude can be restorative and empowering, while loneliness can lead to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and even depression. Understanding this distinction can help you reframe your mindset when faced with moments of solitude, encouraging you to see these times as opportunities rather than drawbacks. To combat loneliness, it's essential to cultivate meaningful connections and relationships that enrich your life. Engaging with others, whether through social activities, community involvement, or pursuing shared interests, can create a sense of belonging and connection. However, it's important to ensure that these relationships are genuine and mutually supportive. Sometimes people can find themselves in toxic or superficial relationships that do not fulfill their emotional needs. By prioritizing quality over quantity in relationships, you can create a strong support network that complements your self-sufficiency. Developing a strong sense of self-worth and self-acceptance is crucial for navigating moments of solitude and loneliness. When you feel secure in who you are and appreciate your own company, you are less likely to succumb to feelings of loneliness. This sense of self-acceptance allows you to approach solitude with a positive mindset, recognizing that it's a chance to recharge, reflect, and grow rather than a state of deprivation. Another vital aspect of embracing solitude is incorporating activities that nurture your mind and spirit. Whether it's reading, meditating, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in hobbies, these pursuits can transform solitary moments into fulfilling experiences. When you find joy in your own company, you shift your perspective on being alone, realizing that it can be a time for personal enrichment rather than something to dread. In conclusion, understanding the difference between solitude and loneliness is essential for cultivating a happy and fulfilling life. Solitude offers an opportunity for self-discovery, creativity, and emotional resilience, while loneliness can lead to feelings of despair and disconnection. By learning to embrace solitude as a valuable aspect of life, you can develop a deeper connection with yourself, fostering personal growth and happiness. As you navigate moments of solitude, remember that they are not a reflection of your worth or desirability, but rather a chance to explore your inner world and build a strong foundation for emotional well-being. Ultimately, when you learn to be happy alone, you empower yourself to cultivate a more meaningful life, enriched by the connections you choose to create and the relationship you build with yourself. The importance of embracing personal growth and self-discovery cannot be overstated, especially when it comes to the journey of learning to be happy alone. Personal growth is a lifelong process that involves developing your potential, improving your skills, and seeking new experiences. It requires introspection, an open mind, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. In a world that often emphasizes external validation and connection, prioritizing your own growth and self-discovery can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. One of the first steps in this journey is cultivating a mindset of curiosity. When you approach life with a sense of wonder and a desire to learn, you open yourself up to new possibilities and experiences. This curiosity encourages you to explore your interests and passions, leading to greater self-discovery. Rather than merely accepting the status quo, you start to question your beliefs, explore new ideas, and seek out experiences that resonate with you. This exploration not only enriches your life, but also helps you uncover aspects of yourself you may not have been aware of. It creates an opportunity for personal growth by pushing you to try new things, meet new people, and challenge your existing beliefs. Self-reflection is another critical component of personal growth. Taking the time to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences can provide valuable insights into who you are and what you want from life. This practice can take many forms, such as journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet time alone with your thoughts. By engaging in self-reflection, you gain clarity about your values, goals, and aspirations. You begin to identify patterns in your behavior, understand your strengths and weaknesses, and recognize the areas where you want to grow. This self-awareness is essential for making informed choices that align with your true self, ultimately leading to greater fulfillment and happiness.